Hey guys, so we got some news here coming from trackingboard.com. No, so take it as you will there, but they're saying that Warner Brothers is developing a Booster Gold slash Blue Beetle crossover movie type thing. So it'll be, and they're calling it as kind of as a sort of superhero buddy cop movie. Is what they're calling. They're doing it, and they're focusing it on a little bit more of a comedy emphasis in here. So it'll be interesting to see what this does. And this is going to be directed by none other than Greg Berlanti will be set to direct and exclusively produce it, and with all these other people involved, Sarah and these people here will be also involved. So I have the article here, and it's definitely very interesting. You know, the whole Booster Gold and stuff like that. Booster Gold is an interesting character. I mean, he's an okay character. Like, it was, interesting having, but and Blue Beetle, depending on the version of Blue Beetle that they go with, if they go with the whole Ted Cord Blue Beetle, or was it there's the original Blue Beetle? Was it Ted Cord who had who did not have the scarab and stuff like that, and the one who just had the gun and stuff like that. So if they go with this Ted Cord character, it'd be interesting to see, because it just has the gun and stuff like that. I think it'd be a cool, a way of doing it versus the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle with like the blaster and the alien tech and stuff like that. If he just goes with the gun, without the superpowers and just the gun, I think it'd be cool to see. I think I'd prefer to see that one, just because the other Blue Beetle does seem cool on his own. But if you're gonna partner him up with Booster Gold, I think the Ted Cord one with just the gun, it would be cool to see. I think that would be a better matchup if they go to this whole two. If you match it up, these two characters, and I think this is definitely interesting, because I think we have heard like that, often, they've been asked, are you going to bring this or that character to, when they ask, we're going to see Booster Gold on the Flash or Arrow and stuff like that. They've always said, no, we're not allowed to, because, like the actors and stuff, most have often said that, they're not, characters like that are not likely to be shown up, because they hear that they have things doing in the movie. So this might be it. Booster Gold, Blue Beetle movie. I think this is going to be definitely, a hard sell for a movie like this. I mean, I'll definitely go see it. It does definitely sound interesting. Before, I can only imagine this not coming out though until like after you do like the solo Wonder Woman, the solo Batman, and all the other characters before these guys. But we'll have to wait and see when we get it. But what does worry me is Greg Berlanti. Although he doesn't have a good track record, if I'm not mistaken, with when it comes to DC movies. I mean, the Green Lantern movie, I didn't mind it, but I guess I could see how it could be a little bit too silly, in compared to when it should have been a real, should have seen all the colors and stuff in the movie and stuff like that. So it'd definitely be interesting to see, how he does again, and making it as a comedy. I mean, I don't know if these characters can be done as a comedy. I mean, Booster Gold, they are pretty, silly characters. I mean, they've only been around. I mean, he kind of, only been around since the 80s, actually, is when they first appeared. His actual first appearance, if I'm not mistaken, is Crisis Infinite Earth #1. So that's definitely interesting to see, what'll happen with that. So it definitely sounds like an interesting idea if them going to do this, but the whole buddy cop idea might work, but I don't know how that is, because if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Ted Cord are they actually police officers. It would make more sense if you had a buddy cop comedy and it was like Flash and I don't know, Flash, because he actually works for the police force. He's infrared, you know what I'm talking there. He works for the police department and stuff like that. And so, but Booster Gold, he's just looking out. He's his character. He's looking out to become famous and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see how they play it off and stuff like that. Buddy cop comedy. I don't know if it'll work. I mean, it didn't work for R.I.P.D. With Ryan Reynolds and what's his face there in that movie. So we'll have to wait and see what we get out of this. Let me know what you think, guys, really pretty much about this. Does this whole emphasis on comedy here really scare you? Because it scares me, that idea of emphasis on comedy when they're going so dark with everything else. And but maybe these might be the characters to go dark, to go a little bit lighthearted, because they're a bit silly and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Do you think that the emphasis on comedy is a good idea or not a good idea? And who would you like to see casted as these characters? I know a lot of people would probably like to see Nathan Fillion as Booster Gold or something like that, since he was like rumored for Booster Gold, and like I think he was rumored to play Booster Gold in Arrow or Flash or something like that. So we'll have to wait and see. But let me know who you think, guys, should be casted as these two guys, and let me know what you think about the emphasis on comedy. Does that scare you? That definitely scares me. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.